Chinese martial art form focused on gentle movements. Along with preventing falls in seniors, it's been shown to also promote balance, control, and flexibility.
This is my teacher's teacher, Grandmaster Chan Pui, demonstrating Northern Praying Mantis Kung Fu. In this performance, Master Chan is well past retirement age. As you can see, he is strong, flexible, powerful, with amazing strength, grace, and agility. He's an embodiment of the spirit of Tai Chi and Kung Fu. Tai Chi has been showing up in the news with some positive reports of how it can help with joint pain relief and heart problems because of the way it works with inflammation and circulation in the body. These are common issues for seniors, so many are now recommending Tai Chi for the senior community. The National Center for Complementary and Integrative Health have reported that Tai Chi and Qi Kung can help reduce chronic pain. In a university study, participants who practiced Tai Chi for 12 weeks continued being more active and took up other hobbies and health practices twice as much as those who did not practice Tai Chi. Other research done by Harvard Medical, Cleveland Clinic, Mayo Clinic, Johns Hopkins have all invested in studies that have shown how good Tai Chi is for pain relief. One interesting study showed that Tai Chi can increase your memory recall. Practicing regularly can slow the aging processes of dementia, Alzheimer's, and doing so helps seniors remain more independent. Studies show that regular practice of Tai Chi breathing exercises will increase activity in the brain and circulation of oxygen around the body, helping the cells regenerate. Another landmark study showed how amazing Tai Chi and Qigong can be for balance and coordination, particularly in elderly patients. Repeated studies show that practicing Tai Chi can reduce the chances of falling in seniors by a whopping 43%. The slow and gentle movements done mindfully will increase your body awareness and give you the flexibility to move with more ease, helping you to maintain balance and stay upright. Many seniors are now having their doctors recommend that they take Tai Chi to help with fall prevention, balance coordination, memory care, and chronic pain. Many people wonder how to start. Tai Chi is appropriate for all ages and all levels of fitness. It moves so slowly and gently. It is a very safe way to begin becoming more active. When picking a teacher, authenticity and experience really matters. Many cities will have a local Chinese Tai Chi master that you can contact for classes and recommendations. It's a Chinese martial art, so there should be a teacher who came from China and is Chinese in the lineage of your teacher's teacher. And it's totally okay to ask potential teachers who they studied with and for how long, since there are no accreditation processes on teaching Tai Chi in the United States. Before you go to a class, make sure that you eat a little something before going. You don't want to be hungry so that you don't get lightheaded or feel faint. Having a little food on your stomach will help keep you strong during class. When you go to class, wear loose, comfortable clothing and flat-soled shoes like Keds or tennis shoes. You don't want to wear air soles or thick-soled shoes. It's hard to balance and it may be difficult as you do the Tai Chi stepping. So it's very important that your shoes have flat soles. Also remember when you practice to be patient. It takes about 3 months to feel comfortable while doing Tai Chi. The way we move the body in Tai Chi is a little unusual and not something that people are used to. It has a strong learning curve. But if you're consistent in practice and remain having a good attitude and willingness to try something new, in no time you start to feel more natural as you do the moves. So we recommend that you be consistent in your practice. Maybe strive for practicing 10 minutes a day if you can. There are 4 foundations or pillars of doing Tai Chi for health. Tai Chi is excellent for mental health issues and maintaining healthiness of your brain. This prevents processes of dementia and Alzheimer's and helps with memory recall and independent living. Tai Chi promotes senses of calmness and stress relief, helping to reduce inflammation and reduce feelings of anxiety, helping people feel more peaceful on the inside and more in control of their lives. Some research has shown that Tai Chi practice can improve your immunity, increasing your immune response by 15%, giving you more strength and resilience, particularly in times of worry about pandemic or communicable diseases. It can offer wonderful protection with your own immunity. And finally, the last foundation is flow. Tai Chi exercise helps promote circulation, increases flexibility in the joints, and is excellent for heart health. So we want you focused, calm, protected, and flowing. And that's the essence of Tai Chi benefits for your health. So let's get started and learn a few Tai Chi moves today. So there are 3 types of exercises we do when we're practicing Tai Chi and Qi Kong. We have standing still meditation, where we're standing still and holding postures and we don't move very much. Or we might be sitting in a chair and sitting still. Then we have Qi Kong meditation where we're moving, and so it's called moving Qi Kong. So we'll take a posture and we'll be breathing and we'll be moving our hands slowly at the same time with our breath. So these are called moving Qi Kong exercises. And then the third kind of exercise is called the Tai Chi silk reeling exercises. These are old exercises where we practice moving our joints in circles, just like the circular motion of the silkworm, which is the silk was the classic representation of ancient China. It was one of their major exports. So you can see the history of China in the culture. As we learn the Tai Chi forms, we talk about silk reeling. And so that means going in circles, everything moving in circles. So we're going to go over first some exercises where we are loosening up all of our joints. We want to do our neck, our shoulders, our elbows and wrists. We want to loosen up our back, our hips, and our knees. So the principle of the exercise is very simple. We isolate our joints and we move the joints in circles so we get a full range of motion in that joint. And this type of exercise is one of the reasons why Tai Chi exercise is so good for arthritis and inflammation in the joint areas. So we have standing, moving and breathing, and then the circular exercises we do to help with the joints. All right, let's get started with some of the silk reeling exercises for your joints. So now that we've learned a little bit about Tai Chi and where it comes from and why it's a good idea to learn how to practice it, let me show you some of the fundamentals. But before we get started, I wanted to go over a very simple fitness test to see whether or not Tai Chi would be good for you, and also a little mirror image practice, so when we're going over the exercises, you'll be able to do it a little bit more easily. So first, let's do a little fitness test. If you can stand on one leg without assistance or falling over or without any difficulty, then you should be able to do the program that we're going to do today with no problem. If either one of those were difficult for you, if you had a hard time putting your hands over your head or looking up, then when we do neck and shoulder exercises, just do the best that you can. If you can't lift your arm all the way up, then just move it to the extent that you can. You don't want to stress and strain and overdo it, but we do want to just get a little bit of circulation and a little bit of movement going, even in areas that seem tense and tight. The exercises we can do will help, and they'll help you get better range of motion and reduce the pain. If you had trouble with balancing or standing on one leg, then when we go through the exercises upcoming, I'm going to want you to use either a chair or a table you can hold on to while we practice some of the exercises so that you have a little security and support. If your feet are hurting you and standing on one foot because of an injury or because of a condition that you might have with the feet, then you can practice some of these exercises sitting down, and I will demonstrate how to sit properly and how to do some Tai Chi movement and Qigong meditation even if you're sitting down. All right? So let's go and let's learn how to do some Tai Chi. So when we learn on video, we're doing a mirror image. So you're going to pretend like you're facing me and we're doing on the same side. So if you see me and I raise this hand here, I'm raising my right hand, but from you looking at me, it'll be your left hand that's going up in the air. So let's raise your left hand and wave it, good, and then come down. If you can't raise it all the way up, just raise it here, wave, and come down. Good job. Let's try the other side. Raise your right hand. I'm raising my left, but it's your right. So mirror image, you follow me on the side. Same thing with shifting weight back and forth. If we shift weight to the left side, that's my right, but it's your left. I'm going to shift weight to your right side. So we shift from side to side. All right, you can follow me from side to side. We're going to do the same movements. All right, good job. Let's get started in learning some movements. Hey everybody, today we're going to learn how to do some meditation sitting down. I recommend we do meditation sitting down that we use a chair that does not have arms. This way, when you're sitting in the chair, you are free to move your arms around on the side. Additionally, you want to have a chair that's high enough so that when you sit on the end of it, on your sits bones here, so that you feel good sitting on it, that your leg is parallel to the ground and that your legs are in a 90-degree angle here. When we do sitting down meditation in Tai Chi, we do not sit with our backs to the back of the chair. That's not how we want to do it because that's blocking the energy. We want the energy to flow up and down the back while maintaining good posture. So we keep our feet just underneath the knees at a right angle. We relax the belly just like we normally do in standing meditation. And we relax the shoulders and make sure the neck and shoulders are kind of loose and relaxed down like this. And then we want our head to be uplifted, like someone's maybe pulling a string out of the top of your head. You don't want to be slouched over like this. You want to be kind of sitting upright with your belly relaxed. All right? So from the side, you're going to look like this. From the front, I'll show you You can still do some of the Tai Chi moves. For example, the cleansing. You can cleanse in a chair like this, and then settle the earth posture with your hands like this, the water posture with your hands in your lap, just embracing the lower belly, the fire posture with the arms flappy and the fingers and palms facing out, or embracing with the floppy elbows, shoulders are relaxed, and holding the postures like this. So for the standing meditation that we practice in that video, you can do that for just sitting down. You can still do the standing postures, just like this, and hold it. Or if we're doing the moving Qigong, where we're moving the arms with the breath, you can still do that sitting in a chair and matching it with the breath. You can expand the ball and close it, or wash the face and rub the belly, expand and contract. So you can still do all of the moves that we're going over in the program today, but you can do them sitting down. And so this is how to do it. Make sure you've got a chair with no arms, that the chair is high enough so when you sit on the edge of it, your back is free and clear and straight, your stomach's relaxed, shoulders are relaxed, legs are at a 90-degree, feet flat on the ground, belly relaxed, and head, top of the head just uplifted so we're not slouchy. All right, so when I indicate in the other videos that you could do this sitting or do any of those, just realize you can do it also sitting down with these principles in mind. Hey, I wanted to check with you guys to see oh my goodness, if you guys can hear this.
It looks like your screen share has stopped.
Can you hear the volume of me talking?
Yes, I can hear you.
And can you hear the videos?
Yes, when you were playing the presentation, yes.
You can hear it?
Yes.
Okay, great. Do I just need to shut up now?
So you'll need to share your screen again. It looked like you ended the screen share.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry,
and so just remember
guys.
in that lower corner to select that share sound and then optimize for video clip again. But yeah, otherwise
is everybody going good?
Yep, we have a couple of people who commented. We actually have a question if you don't mind taking a pause right now. Is that all right?
I don't mind at all. I'm happy to.
So when you were talking a little bit about shoes and then for some of the standing type of practice, someone was asking, do you have any recommendations for people with plantar fasciitis who experience pain standing without a good cushioning?
Yes, I do. So if you do have an injury and you do need cushioning I do recommend that you wear the cushion so that it doesn't hurt your feet. But if you have plantar fasciitis, I'm probably going to recommend that you do the sitting meditation, because you can get some good circulation in the feet without putting weight on it. So I would start by doing this seated meditation and just following along with the arm movements. And then, kind of wiggle your feet a little bit, but you won't be putting pressure on them. And you could use this as a little bit of physical therapy for that. But, also would like to note that acupuncture therapy is actually an effective therapy for that type of pain. And I do get referrals from foot doctors for that and have had good success. So there are options that you can help to get treatment. But if you're trying to stand on your feet and you have pain on the bottom of the foot, then wear your normal supportive shoes. And then we would have you, when we started stepping, you would just need to tell your teacher that you have the thicker shoes and that
you need to be careful as you're stepping. But usually it's so slow, you know, you'd be okay with it.
Okay. And then two different people were asking about how is no shoes? Is that okay, or is that advisable to do it barefoot?
There is times when you can practice and do it barefoot. I do recommend the standing meditation and the moving Qigong meditation. It's nice if you can especially go out and do it in nature and go barefoot. They call that grounding, where you stand on the earth, you know, either in grass or some dirt, and kind of connect with nature. That it does, there are acupuncture and reflexology points on the bottom of the feet. The feet are absorbative, so you can absorb nutrients and feel more balanced and healthy. They have done a little alternative research on that. So shoeless is fine. If you're stepping around outside or, you know, in an area where you can't be barefoot, then we recommend the flat-soled shoes.
Okay, perfect, thank you. And then those are the questions we have for now. So again, if you want to go ahead and do your share, select to optimize for sharing the sound and video clip, then we're good to continue.
Okay, well, I just want to make sure you guys could hear me and it wasn't totally silent.
Great.
So, all right. Good. Okay, no problem. Let's start with some of those warm-ups.
Hey, welcome to Tao Life Tai Chi. Today we're going to go over the 12 basic Qigong warm-up exercises. We work from head to toe. The exercises take just a few minutes. They're great to do if you're on a break from work, or you just woke up in the morning and you want to get things going, or maybe you want to do a little stretching before you go to bed at night. These exercises cover the whole body and get your blood and energy moving. They're called Qigong. Qi means your energy. You have energy inside your body and energy outside. And Kung means to be, to practice or to be skillful with. So we're learning to be skillful with our energy. So we want to start from a good neutral stance. And as you remember from previous videos, the feet are right underneath the shoulders, and not too wide, not too close. Just a good loosey-goosey. The knees are a little bent, just like you're sinking down just a little bit, not too far. We'll do that later. The belly's out and relaxed, so just totally relax the belly, let it pooch out. We do not want our bellies up or tight. We want them to be relaxed, so just let it all hang out. It's okay in Tai Chi and Qigong. Shoulders relaxed. Good. We're going to start with some cleansing breaths. So 3 cleansing breaths. Inhaling up and exhaling down. Good. 2 more times. Inhaling up and exhaling down. And again. Great. Good job. Let's relax the neck and shoulders. So just gently looking left to right. Kind of get the crunchies out. Increasing the range of motion with the neck. Good, then we can do some gentle circles. You can stop and work some areas that might seem tense or tight. You can roll the shoulders. Do some arm swings. Just let the hands relax. This just loosens up the arms and the arm sockets. It's also a good exercise for the lymph nodes under the arms and around the chest area. Arm swings. Exercise number 3. Good. Hands relaxed. The next exercise, exercise number 4, is elbow circles. And so we circle the elbows back. The martial arts move, we're whacking someone behind us, but we're just doing it for relaxation and wellness. So we want to increase the range of motion and lift the elbow as high as you can. It should be at about your head level. If you can only reach here, that's fine. We keep working on it. Gives us a goal. And you can shift weight from side to side. Keep the knees bent. The fists are very gentle. You don't want to clench them. They're just relaxed. And they stay close to the chest. Good. So your arms more relaxed. Good. The next exercise is wrist circles. So we're going to circle our wrist just like we're doing a mini breaststroke. Circle the wrist to the outside. Good job. Wrist circles. Exercise number 4. Just like you're doing. Good. Now reverse the circle. Circle the wrists inside. And just breathe normal. Good. Just circling the wrists. Good. And shake the wrist like leaves in the wind. Good. Arms nice and relaxed. Good job. Exercise number 6 is yin yang back stretch, very similar to the cat posture, the cat pose in yoga. We are stretching our back. I'll show you from the side. When we do the exercise, we start with the inside, so we're going to gently fold forward at the waist and then let the head drop gently and round the back, let the elbows sink, and just stretch until you feel a good curve and a good stretch in the spine. If you can go down lower, that's great. If not, just go to a level where you feel a good stretch, but not anything that's going to hurt you tomorrow. Good. Bend the knees slightly and stand up to a neutral stance. And then the yang posture is where we look up. We look up, the shoulders kind of drop back, and we stretch. So we're curving the spine in the opposite direction and looking up towards the sky. Elbows relax back, stretching the chest. Good. Slowly come up. Good job. So from the front, one more time. Very slowly fold forward at the waist. And stretch and curve the low back. Good. Bend the knees slightly. Come up to neutral. Good. And just gently look up. And keep looking up. And bend towards the back as far as you can. Stretching the chest. Good. Come up. One more time. Fold the waist, bending forward slowly. And stretching the spine, letting the head drop forward. And the elbows heavy, drop forward. And stretch the low back. Knees slightly bent. Bend the knees, come up. Get your sense of balance and neutral back. Good. Now we're for the yang posture, where we look back. And do a small back bend to stretch the chest and the abdomen. Kind of pressing the elbows towards the back to stretch the chest. Good. Come up. Good job. Shake out the arms. The next exercise is waist circles. So we want to get the hips and the waist warms up. This is one of the easiest ones. And look, if you don't have time to do anything, do this one. It gets the energy circulating. You can switch sides. Coordinates the upper and the lower part of the body. Good. Waist circles. Now we're going to do some mini chi squats. So these aren't full squats. These are just small squats that we do very gently. And you just rub the hands on your thighs to get the thigh muscle working. Say hello, we're getting ready to use you. Do some exercise. Get the blood pumping. They're very large muscles. This is the largest bone in the body. So there's a lot that goes on in the thighs. And we're just getting the knees warmed up a little bit. Good. The next exercise, now that we've done the hips and the thighs, we want to do the knees. So we circle the knees to the outside. Good. And circle the knees to the inside. Now for some, if you're just working out or you have some issues with the knees, good, come up. You can do this exercise one knee at a time. So you can, from a neutral stance, you can shift weight to the right side, step out with the left foot, put both hands next to the knee, and just gently circle that one knee. If you need to, you can hold on to a chair. If you need to, you can hold on to a chair or a table. And you can circle in the other direction. And you can stretch forward and back. The legs are very important in Qigong and eventually Tai Chi. They're your foundation. You want them to be strong. They're used to sitting most of the time. Good. Come up into a neutral stance. And just to demonstrate again on the other side, shift weight to the left. Step out with the right. Good. And then you can just circle that one knee at a time. Each one of these exercises have a lot of variation. So there's a whole bunch of Qigong exercises. Circle other direction. These are just outlining a few basic ones that are targeting major joint areas. Good. You stretch forward and back. You might get a hip pop. A few creaks here and there. Get the legs warmed up. Good job. We're actually almost done. Now we want to get the chi circulating, so we do tapping. We make a light fist with our hands, not too hard, just light. And then just tap the outer thighs. we come up, the inner thigh, rub the belly. Good, so tap, 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 tap. Rub the belly. Good. Rub the belly. Good. Now, since we've worked from the head, shoulders, waist, knees down to the elbows, we want to stretch the sides a little bit and do a little bit of twisting. So at this exercise called side bends, we're going to start with our feet together. Shift the weight to the left-hand side and bend the knees. Step out with the right. The right hand goes behind, and the left hand comes in with the left foot to bend to the side. All right? Then we come up, bend the knees, step out left. Left hand goes behind. Right hand steps in with right leg and stretches to the side. Good. Step, step, side bend. Good. Step, step, side bend. One more time. Step, step, side bend. Good. Come back to a neutral stance. We want to stretch to the sides a little bit, so reach up and just grasp the hand and pull it to the side a little bit. Stretch. Good. Come back to center. Switch hands. Pull and stretch a little bit. Good. Come up. Side bend, side stretch. Good. Switch hands. Side bend. Arms out, knees loosey-goosey. And the very last exercise is called drumming the chi. And this is a twisting exercise that's designed to really get your energy going. So we're going to tap on the chest for the lungs. I'll show you closer. We tap on the chest. And in the back, we're tapping on the back. Your kidneys and your adrenals are here. So we're like saying, hey, good morning, wake up. And the same thing here. Good morning, wake up. Maybe it'll clear some phlegm out, get the heart rate going, and then we switch the arms. It's the same thing. Over here and over here. All right, so watch. And then follow. Good neutral stance. Twisting to the right. Follow, good neutral stance, twisting to the right. And just let the arms swing out. Really good. Excellent job. That was all 12 exercises. Let's cleanse 3 more times. 1. Exhale. 2. And 1 more time. Good. I hope you enjoyed these exercises. They're excellent to start the morning with or end in the evening or a break at work. Just a little time for you to do a little deep breathing and get your body moving. It's a good start and a good warm-up for any other type of exercise. If you want to go lift weights or do some cardio, you're nice and warmed up after these exercises. Excellent if you're getting ready to go stretch as well, because you got the joint exercises, and now you can stretch safely, do some stretching exercises like with yoga. All right, I hope you guys have fun practicing those. And next time we're going to go over the standing postures and the basics of Dao Life Qigong meditation based on traditional Chinese medicine and the Chen family style of martial arts. All right, you guys, have a good week. We'll see you next time.
All right. Thank you. Are you able to hear me all right, Beth? I don't have audio on your end. While she is addressing that, a few people had asked about, can we send out some studio recommendations? Yes, I can hear you now. Perfect. We have a couple of questions I'll ask to you to answer for the audience. As a reminder, please use the Q&A feature or the chat feature if you all have questions you'd like to submit. I do want to share, a lot of people had comments that thanking you for this and just sharing they really enjoyed the practice, and lots of thank yous and a good introduction to Tai Chi and lots of that. So I want to make sure you see those comments. And then a few people had asked us about some studio recommendations in the Northeast Florida and then also Gainesville area. We'll also look at where some other attendees are coming from as well. So when we send out our follow-up email, we'll send out some resources, including Beth's information, how you can access those YouTube videos she has. She has a channel with just tons of really great resources that you can access anywhere. And then of course, we'll look at some studio recommendations as well. I will say that if you have access to Silver Sneakers or YMCAs in your area, that's typically a pretty good place to start. And then there are obviously other local studios, but we'll look into some different options based on a couple of practitioners we have here in our office and from Beth's recommendation as well. So I just wanted to comment on that, as a lot of people were asking. And then we had a question. So if you shouldn't round your back, would a hip hinge be okay when you were showing that you were rounding your back when you were bending forward? Is there just an alternative if someone can't maybe flex their spine quite as much?
Yeah, I probably would use it as a neck, neck. So you just, bend forward and just stretch the neck a little bit, and then, look up and stretch. A lot of times a lot of the pain in the neck and back comes from being slouched over. So that purpose of that exercise is kind of balance that out and kind of open up this area of the neck and chest. If you can go farther and curve the whole back, great. But if you have limitations with that, then, just do what you can. And if not, then you can do some deep breathing where you expand the breath, and that would put stretch around the muscles surrounding the spine, even if you weren't able to move the spine freely. Okay. That would help.
Thank you. And if anyone else has questions, again, just use that chat or Q&A. And then on the screen, you can see the slide with my email address and then also with Beth's website information. So if you have some follow-up that you just think of later, I can definitely contact Beth and share anything like that, or you can feel free to reach out using her website. The information is all on the screen and it will be emailed out to everyone as well. And I don't know if you have any kind of just last comments or just general tips for people getting started, what you might recommend, or anything that maybe you have new students come and ask you that you might want to address with this audience.
Sure. And I wanted to let you know that I have prepared videos, appropriate in the same vein as what we've been watching, to go over the standing meditation and the moving meditation. And those, you can find those at my YouTube page, Dao Life, Tai Chi, and Qigong. And you'll find a playlist listing this seminar, the UF seminar, and there are additional videos that we didn't see today, probably another 20 minutes of standing or moving Qigong. that you're welcome to view and practice with. The local master in town is Master Cam Lee at the Cam Lee Tai Chi Martial Arts in Fleming Island. We also have another master in town. His name is Joel Timmons, and he covers the beach and the San Marco area sometimes for either 6-week classes or regular classes, or he also teaches privately. And there is a wonderful group, Flowing Zen in Gainesville, excellent instructor. And we also have some other really good instructors around town, so I can help put you in touch with that. That's my job as a coach. If anyone has questions about Tai Chi or want to get started with it, I'm happy to coach you through that. And I do know a lot of the resources in town as well. So I'm happy to help you get started. It's my job to get everybody interested in it and get them going. We want to build a wonderful community, healing community of people who enjoy practicing Tai Chi as well. Join all the schools together.
Perfect. Thank you so much for that. And if there are no additional questions being submitted or anything else like that, if you have any kind of other parting words, if not, I'll just share our next upcoming event and then we'll conclude for today.
No problem. I really appreciate you guys having me out and your interest in Tai Chi, and I hope that you continue to study it. And if you have any questions, you can always contact me or text me at my business line. I'll be happy to guide you. And I appreciate you having us out today.
Thank you so much, Beth. And then for those who are still on the line, we'll all be emailed this again as well, but we have an additional webinar coming up in June. So this is Dr. Bonot, and she has done a couple of recorded presentations for us previously, but this will be on nutrient deficiencies. So nutrient deficiencies that are known and associated with pain, and then ways that you can either address those via diet, and she'll give practical tips and cooking demonstrations. And then also if diet simply isn't working for certain reasons, supplements and things like that that might be associated. And she is an MD and an integrative medicine provider out in the Jacksonville Beach area. So I hope that you can join us for that if that's something that interests you, but look for that follow-up email from us, and hope that everyone has a good rest of their afternoon and a nice week. Thank you.
Thank you.